Brad here, hope you're doing well as always. Today I bring part 2 of my Movall pedals, and today we have this yellow demon, which is the Scorpion by Movall pedals. Now this is a high gain distortion pedal, and I do stress high gain, and it actually works probably better on the clean channel of the amp as opposed to with the amp already a bit dirty, but we'll get to all that in a minute. But very simple kind of layout as always. It's just, well, there's 3 knobs and then there's a switch as well at the top. So regarding the top knobs here, we got volume and tone, and they do the obvious really. And then we got here the big main button, which is the sting button, it's called in it here. And as well as this lights up, it also adds the gain, or well, the distortion in this matter, to your guitar signal. Now at the top they have this clip switch, which is basically a dual voicing switch, and at the top it takes you from the kind of American kind of sound, and at the if you switch it down it takes it to that British, I suppose more MIDI kind of sound. A lot of companies kind of do this kind of, you know, kind of transatlantic, you know, British and American kind of sound. So it's cool to have the kind of option there of switching it down. At the moment, when I've been playing it, I've been liking at the top, I suppose, the more American sound of what they're saying, which is ironic as I'm British. Also as well, this bad boy is true bypass, and that's very important to a lot of people I know. You know, so it's not sucking your tone when it's not being used. It's all true bypass there. And as all the Movall pedals are incredibly small, as I say, they fit my palm of my hand very well. But saying that, they're very sturdy, and they're quite weighty as well. But it doesn't take a battery, so you need a 9-volt power supply. But as I said in a previous video, if you've got a pedal board like most of us have, we've got power supplies. So yeah, no battery, and you need a little power supply there. Right, so a nice straightforward, very simple pedal, which we all like. So let's get some sounds happening. So I'm going to be using the clean channel at the moment. We do the clean sound from the amp, and I'm using again my Fender Supersonic 22 watt and my Gibson Les Paul, aka the Beast, which everyone seems to love, which is great. So this is the amp just on its own. That's the clean sound, and now let's kick in the pedal. As I say, that was the clean amp, and it's pretty metal sounding. Now regarding settings on the pedal here, I've got the sting, the distortion, pretty much 3/4 of the way up. The tone, it's hard to see where the switches are. The tone's on 10 o'clock and the volume is on 11. So I back the tone off to get more of that bassy kind of sound. But what I'll do, I'll just ring out kind of a G power chord going on here, and I'll muck about with the tone, and you'll hear it can get quite bright and it can get very dark. So obviously, which is cool, because then you can find like a happy medium, what you like as yourself as a player. So. So that's very bright. That's too bright. Personally for me, other people might really like that, but at the moment that sounds really bright. So for me, I would... with the clip switch in the American setting. So what we'll do now, we'll switch it down and let's hear it's what the British setting sounds like. So it's definitely a lot more kind of muddy and yeah, a bit more mid-range there, but also a lot more bottom-ended. So that was it with the clean sound on the amp. Let's turn on to a bit of crunch on the amp and then we'll kick the pedal in and see what we get there. So this is just the crunch from the amp. I'm loving the key of A today for some reason. And now if I kick the pedal in, we get this happening. I think 12 o'clock there on the pedal. You can hear a lot more of a scoop kind of sound with a bit of gain from the amp and the pedal kicked in there, as opposed to when it's just a clean sound. It's kind of a bit more brighter and bolder, should we say. But let's have a little fiddle with the controls and see what kind of sounds we get. An American setting. Let's put the clip down again and let's hear what the British setting sounds like. So very thick with lots and lots of gain. That's what it basically sounds like. So I've been doing lots of kind of metal-y, hard rock kind of sounds. So just to show you some different kind of sounds to it, let's do a bit more of a bluesy kind of sound happening with it. does more than just rock and metal, you know. You can do a lot more with it than just kind of crank up power chords. But I've got a feeling people who like playing a lot of heavy rock and hard rock metal kind of stuff will really like this pedal. So this is the Movall Scorpion with leads hanging from it at the moment, sorry. But check one out. Again, very cheap. Again, retail about $48.99, but all the links will be in the description box below. And let me know what you think. So have a good one and hope you enjoy. Take care. Brandy out.